So if you were hoping the iPhone 13 mini was going to be the next SE, well, think again, as yes, we have some leaked renders of the next iPhone SE and it looks a lot like something else. Google just announced a very interesting update to Android Go that you might want to look at. And oddly, it seems that Apple just made iPads across the world more expensive in the most silent manner. I'm Jaime Rivera, and seriously, not sure how more expensive iPads just silently flew under everybody's radar, but not for the US and Canada. This is Pocketnow Daily. The official news today begin with Google and their latest announcement, Android 13 Go Edition. Now, this version has been around for quite a while now, and in case you're not aware, it is a project that brings Android's power to devices with limited memory and storage. The company claims that it will focus on critical areas of improvement such as reliability, usability, and customization. One of its main features is how it updates entry-level devices, providing users with direct updates from the company. Google Play system updates is part of this release, and it will help users receive critical updates quicker without taking too much storage and without needing to wait for their manufacturer to push out the update. Now, you can swipe right on the home screen and find the Discover feed, which is a built-in intelligent interface that allows users to find the latest curated list of articles and other forms of content. This also makes the cut. Now, the most significant visual change is this OS update brings Material You. Now, for the first time, devices with Android Go can use this new customization feature to set a background and select recommended color schemes to complement your chosen image. Google has also brought notification permissions, app language preferences, and other key Android 13 features. It actually looks pretty cool. Now let's talk about Apple for the next couple of segments, starting with a weird move surrounding iPads, but let's begin with the iPad mini. The latest version was launched back in 2021 at $500 for the base model with 64 gigs of storage, and prices today are still the same in the United States and Canada. However, in a weird turn of events, prices in Europe and other regions have increased while the Apple Store was down in preparation for the 10th generation iPad and the iPad Pro 2022. In the UK, for example, the starting price went from £480 to £560 earlier today. That's a 19% price increase, making the iPad mini more expensive than the 10th generation iPad, which is starting at $499 and has almost the same capabilities. Now, India and markets across the Asia-Pacific region have also seen hikes, although the increase in these areas is a bit more modest. In Australia, for example, the iPad mini prices have risen by around 11%. So far, there's no explanation from the company about these price hikes, but rising inflation and increase in costs are probably part of the reason, and in the case of the UK, probably Brexit. Now, sticking to Apple, let's talk about how the iPhone 14 Plus seems to be failing. We've been reporting during the last couple of weeks about how bad the larger model is selling this year. Even worse sales than the iPhone mini, and well, now Cupertino is giving up on the device. According to a new report, the company has reached out to at least one of their assembly partners to stop the production of the device. The report also mentions that Apple contacted 2 component suppliers to lower production by up to 90%. Yes, 90%, you heard that right. It is also reported that at least one iPhone supplier has been instructed to ramp up component production for the iPhone 14 Pro and 14 Pro Max models, which are taking most of the sales. And honestly, it makes sense, because why would you pay $900 for a non-Pro device when you can get a lot more power for devices like the Pixel 7 Pro at the same price range? However, there's no official statement from Apple about the situation, and it's not expected to ever happen. Now, despite having such low sales, the information suggests that Apple is still planning to announce an iPhone 15 Plus next year. And finally, for the hottest news today, sort of, let's talk about Apple, since we have the first renders of the upcoming iPhone SE. Yes, we've been covering how the next SE is expected to arrive sometime next year, and rumors suggest that it will feature a new design completely inspired by the iPhone XR. The current model has a 4.7-inch display with a home button and a large top and bottom bezel. With the new design, it would adopt the 6.1-inch LCD display with no home button and smaller bezels from the XR. Another feature included in the XR is Face ID, but it's unclear if the jump for the iPhone SE 4 will happen or if we'll get Touch ID on the power button. Now, there's no specific information about the pricing yet, but the current model goes for $430, and analysts suggest that there's a possibility that Apple will increase the price of the iPhone SE 4. Now, in my opinion, that would be a mistake because the whole point of this device is to be the perfect entry-level iPhone, which could also mean that Apple is thinking twice about keeping its legacy iPhones in store shelves. Also, an interesting nostalgic fact is that if the rumors are true, this would actually be the first time Apple will not have an iPhone with a home button. Now, in today's question, let us know, would you prefer an iPhone XR or an iPhone 13 mini to be the next SE? Because in my case, I want the mini. Like, seriously, I think the whole purpose of the SE at the beginning was to give us a smaller iPhone for a budget. So why lose that traction? But that's just me. Leave us a comment down below. We'd love to know your opinion. Friends, again, if you want to get the news earlier, follow us on PocketNow.com and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one. You can also follow us on social media as our extended coverage happens on Instagram, and follow me on my personal handles to see me debate pricing, because why not? Please give this video a thumbs up if you like what you saw. I'm Jaime Rivera. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.